Okay, we're going to get started on properties of logarithms. So this is 6.5 properties of logarithms. Okay. And what we're going to be doing is talking about what we can do with these. There's really only 3 properties that we have to pay attention to with logs. We're going to do the product property, okay? We're going to do the quotient property, so that's division, and the power property, okay? These 3 properties are going to allow us to break up the logarithm so that we can actually solve, and that will be our final section of this, and then you've done logs. So what we're talking about as far as being able to do the product, the quotient property, all these. So I'm going to take just basic, I'm going to take letters here to start out. So this is log B m times n, okay? Mn can be written as log B m plus log B n. Okay, so see how there is a plus in between these? Now that should not come as a surprise because we have had, when we multiply, we add exponents. And really remember that logs are just a whole bunch of exponents, right? So that should come as no surprise. So with that being said, this should come as no surprise. M over n, that we can separate this as well with the numerator first, subtracting from it the denominator. Again, that should come as no surprise because when we divide, we subtract exponents. Okay, the last part might come as a surprise. It's kind of weird. If we do log b m to the x power, we can take, according to the power property, we can take that and bring it out front. So make it look like this. This is the only part that probably is weird that you're not used to, but it's important because this is our way of breaking these up to hopefully get and actually solve them, okay? And the way we're going to do that is we're going to use something called expanding and condensing. Okay, and expanding means to draw out, and condensing means to bring it back together. Okay, so I'm going to take, I'm actually going to do an ln to start with first. Okay, and what I'm doing is I'm really like expanding and writing this out, and then I'm going to show you how we would condense. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do if I were to tackle this is I look at this and I'm like, you know what, I really can't do something with this until I get rid of the division. So my first step I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to write ln, and I'm going to take the numerator, and then I'm going to subtract from it the denominator. Now notice that I wrote the ln twice so that you know it's on both pieces. Okay, well, I'm done with this, but I need to break this up because the 5 and the x squared are held together by multiplication. So in step number 2, I'm going to take and I'm going to separate the 5 from the x squared. So notice I'm getting bigger as I'm going. And then my last piece is to take care of that squared. I don't want to have that. So I'm going to go ln 5 plus, I'm going to bring that 2 out front, 2 ln x minus ln y. Okay, and this would be the completely expanded form. Now, if you were to give me this and ask me to go ahead and condense this back, okay, this is what I would do. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna get rid of this, and I'm going to work my way, I'm going to look here, and I'm going to work my way back up. Okay, I'm going to show you, whoops, that's an ln, sorry. LNY. I'm going to show you what I would do, and you're going to be surprised. So the first thing I would do is, you see this pescary 2 out front? I'm going to change that back and put it on the X. So I would make it look like this. Okay. And I'm going to use another marker. So I'm going to do this first. Okay, and then I'm going to highlight. Then I'm going to take care of this plus in between, which really means a product. So I'm going to take ln 5x squared minus ln y. Okay, then I'm going to take care of the minus, and that means division. So ln 5x squared all over y. And now I'm done. Do you see how I worked backwards? Okay, I actually did everything in reverse order to actually go backwards. Okay, so when you think about it, when you start out or condense, you come back to being 1 log, but when you're really drawing everything out, you're drawing every ingredient out. Okay, shall we try another one? All right, let's try this one. Log 6 3x to the 4th. Okay. All right, let's expand it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is look at this. The 4 only applies to the x, so I want to take care of the product first. So log 6 3 plus log 6 x to the 4th. Okay, I'm done here. This piece, I need to bring this 4 and bring it out front. So I end up with log 6 3 plus 4 log 6 x. Now, I am completely expanded. I'm done, okay? I want to bring this because the other piece to this section is the change of base. And I already had somebody bring this up to me. How can you use your log button on your calculator if it's supposed to be log base 10? Well, here's what you do. You take and hit the log button and you put log and then 3 over log 6. And friends, that is your answer, okay? And the reason this works is because the log here, though you don't see it, is a base of 10. And you're using the same base. So I tend to like to do that. And then I divide by log 6. And I have double parentheses, but oh well. And there's my answer, 0.6, what was that, 6.1. Okay, that's called the change of base. So see, we're not limited to our calculators. Now, some of your calculators are fussy and you can actually put in those numbers. That's fine. Otherwise, you can just do the change of base. Okay, and the reason we would do that change of base is because we eventually want to solve. Okay, obviously, I can't simplify this piece because there's an x there, but eventually I will be able to do that. So that change of base is really important. All right, shall we try, oh goodness, let's see. I want to try a condensing. All right, here you go. So I want you to condense 6 ln 2 minus 4 ln y. So would you condense this, please? Okay, actually I'm going to use green to do that. Okay, so the first thing I do, remember what I did up here, is see this pesky numbers in front, okay? Well, where do those go? Well, those go on here, right? So I can do this at the same time. So I'm going to rewrite this ln 2 to the 6 minus ln y to the 4th. Now, can I go ahead and do 2 to the 6th? Sure. Let's see, 2 to the 6th. I know 2 to the 5th is 32. Times another 2 would be 64. So this would be ln 64 minus ln y to the 4th. All right, what does a minus mean? You're right, it's division. So I'm going to write ln 64 over y to the 4th. I'm done. I'm all condensed into one nice log. Okay, friends, that's all for today. Thank you.